everyone, it's Phil here, and in this video we'll talk about AI and your service business. I truly believe that AI is such an amazing opportunity for anybody that's starting a business or is in business. A lot of people think that, AI is coming to ruin their industries, and it may be true for some industries. For service businesses, okay, like thousands are starting with Booking Koala worldwide, it is a huge opportunity. And for technicians that are out in the field, like people cleaning or cutting the lawn, this is not going to make an impact for decades. You're not going to see robots or AI taking over those industries. They may, help. There may be a robot helping you cut the grass, but you still need to finish things that are more complicated. Same thing with home cleaning. And this is why I love service businesses, because they're safe, and that is why they're going to be worth a lot of money down the line. But in terms of running things, okay, growing your business, AI is such an amazing opportunity, and it is going to be the best thing that you guys can go ahead and leverage. And it is absolutely free. They may start charging later on. I mean, they do have paid plans now, but eventually they might force you to pay. However, as of right now, you can use all of this stuff for free, and it replaces so many things. So, for example, HR, hiring. If you need to hire somebody, it could literally draft scripts for you, contracts, things like that. Okay. And this just saves you so much money because you don't have to hire these people. You could literally draft these things. Not only that, but it saves you so much time. You could tell, ChatGPT or Claude to make you a document with the criteria that you need, and it's going to make it for you instead of you having to read and change and make things. This just makes it so much easier. Okay, so that's one thing. Customer service. If you need to respond to a bad review, things like that, it's going to save you so much time, and it's going to give you really good recommendations of how to respond to the person. Okay, marketing. And these are just one example of, of each of the stages, but there's so many things that it could do for all of them. So first was HR, now customer service, now marketing and growing your business. Huge. You could literally have it tell you a business plan. And I've actually asked ChatGPT to make me a business plan, and it was very, very good. Much better than majority consultants that I see out there giving business plans and business advice or marketing, support and things like that. AI is doing a wonderful job. So if you need to ask questions, how to grow something, how to improve something, build you something like a flyer, it is literally wonderful. And people like this would cost thousands of dollars before. When I started, this was the only way. And for me to break into the industry, and for most people that start service businesses and don't have a lot of money, you have to go overseas, hire people for cheaper, because people here, they charge outrageous prices, and you can't afford that. You can if you're, in a different industry that's making a lot of money, like huge marketing companies that charge thousands per client, or software companies, things like that. But you can't do that when you're running a service business, and the prices, profits are so much less, right? So you have to rely on these things. So like I said, I had to go overseas to do that, like so many others do using Booking Koala. And you will be probably doing that. But now with the help of AI, even those positions, most of those goes away. Okay, so there's so many cases where AI is going to literally help your business grow and succeed, and for a fraction of the price of what it would have been a long time ago. Just like Booking Koala today versus 15 years ago when I started, we had to build everything from scratch. Now you sign up for Booking Koala and you're already competing, with multi-million dollar brands in seconds. All you have to do is just adjust settings, and you can launch the same day. That is the power of AI, you guys, and it replaces so many people, right? You as one owner can do so much than 10 years ago you would need several people to do all of those roles. And that is the future, you guys. And that is how we build Booking Koala too. That's the approach that I always had. How can one software eliminate as many of them as possible, so you have everything for the cheapest price under one roof, and it's all done easy? as easy for you as possible. Because I know from my own experience, I hated, juggling through multiple softwares. That's not an efficient way to grow. It should all be in one and made easy for you guys to grow. So this is why I believe you guys should be all using AI, things like ChatGPT and Claude in your businesses. And I'm telling you guys, it gives better advice than majority of consultants and marketing professionals out there. You just have to be careful, because with AI and ChatGPT, when you guys ask questions and you don't have experience, it could steer you the wrong way. So always go in depth, ask other questions like pros and cons to make sure that you're really going in the right direction. Because someone, with tons of experience, when I ask a question, I could see that sometimes it's still going to give me the wrong answer, and because it doesn't know the full picture, right? So you need to keep on telling it as much as it needs to know for it to give you the right answer. So that's the only thing that you have to be careful with these tools. You have to kind of know and use your brain to create the plan, create whatever it is that you are building.